Okay, we are live. I don't know what's been going on with Streamlabs lately, or maybe it's just a user error. Who knows? Alrighty, I'm so excited. I am so excited. So, right here, we are looking at the dollar on the daily, and this was our fib move that we were waiting to be completed last week. And it looks like it has completed. It came to this 50% and it hit the 50% right on the head and retraced them. And today gave us this big buy candle that I missed an entry on. But it's alright. We know that you missed one entry. Wait for the next one. So what I am waiting on so that I can buy the dollar is a retest of this trend line or this support and resistance zone. And as you can see, it already touched this 200 and it's trending back downward, which I like to see. So if the fib holds, I want to see this move complete up here to 109.293. Absolutely excited for this. But I'm not in yet. I am going to remove this fib on GU. And when the dollar buys, GBP sells on GU anyways. And I was actually watching this last night. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch this retest on at 3 o'clock when I get up for London session. Slept right through London session. Saw all of this drop. I was like, my entry was right here. Even though I wanted to see it retest here. I'm going to delete this blue line. It's looking real non-relevant right now. Okay. There's a 4-hour zone. Let me see. Four-hour zone from May the 4th. Price played around, and then it ultimately gave us that zone on the 1 hour. So I'm going to delete that. I'm so behind, I forgot I'm supposed to be catching a move on US 30. On US 30, this was the move from Thursday. Yes, because I didn't trade Friday. And we got full TP. I'm going to go back and finish GU. Then we'll go to US 30, see what happens. I want, so if the dollar continues this buy, I'm going to be looking that I somehow missed. I want to see price come back in this area because all of this happened. So May the 30th was yesterday, Monday, and surprisingly, I thought the dollar was going to consolidate yesterday because it was a bank holiday, and the market didn't play. Now it did this at about 8 o'clock Asia session, shot up a good 40 pips on the dollar, which is the reason why I missed my entry. I was expecting it to ramp back up in Asia, but not like that. But I'm looking for a pullback on GBP so that I can sell and we can hold until this dollar finishes its fib. I mean, look at that. Look at that candle for today. Nice engulfing candle on the daily. Hit the 50%. So we're just waiting on broke out of this wedge on the daily. Look at that. So we got to get a retest at some point. Alrighty, let's see. I'm waiting for a pullback in this area. Preferably a retest of this support resistance zone. And let's see. I don't know where it's going to sell to at the moment because we just finished the buy fib. Let's see. We have this imbalance down here. Price never came back and filled this in. And I have not read any articles for today to see what they're saying, where they're saying that price is going to go on GU. Why does line look crooked? It is. Line just as crooked as it want to be. So I am looking for a sell on GU. Preferably I would like an entry up here, but not sure if it has passed or if I'm even going to get an entry today. But this is GU's daily candle. Nice strong daily candle too. 96 pips. And we have 7 hours until this candle closes. So it has to pull back some type of way, or if it doesn't, tomorrow we'll get an entry. Just have to be patient. All right, let's see. What do we have on US 30? Oh, look at that. Break and retest of this zone. Now, I was looking for US 30 to come back down and retest this trend line because it broke out of it. It finished this fib. If it comes back, give us this double bottom, then I can put another fib on it for the buy. Yeah, we are selling nicely too. Let's see. I'm not going to clear my chart just because we're kind of late. I want to see a break and a retest of this zone, and then we can get in. I want to sell it to this trend line. On US 30, everything is black. For me, I don't color because I normally clear it every day. But we're not going to clear it today. We're going to use what we have. It's going straight to this 200 MA. We got a little trend line right here. Let's stop it there. All right, so I normally enter on the 15-minute. I know we're looking for a sell. We're just looking for an entry on this sell. So we'll wait for either a retrace to this line or a break and retest of this line. And then get in a sell. Fill in imbalance all over here. Price never came back down to fill in this area over here. Let's bring it in closer. All right. All of that over there when price shot up right here and never came back to fill it, which it was just filling in a balance over there to the left from when price shot down. That right there. See, price came and filled it. It is just falling nicely. I would prefer to get a retest and get an entry up here at this trend line. Gonna come in closer, and this is where we watch the candlesticks. I'm gonna go back to my other chart just because I had the fib on there. I think it's on the daily. So we had our point A, our point B, our point C, and then price continued to move. We got our point D all inside of this downtrend channel. Then price came up and broke out. And now it's coming to retest the zone right here. But I wanted to break through this daily zone and retest this channel. because price stayed in this channel for quite some time. April the 21st, busted out May 26th. It's a good month. So it's a strong enough channel. It needs to be retested. That would give us somewhat of a double bottom. And then it would give us our point A and our point B for the fib. Alright, now looking at those, let's see. EJ is moving up nicely. EJ hit TP1 here at the 0, which I never marked the pips. We got 84 pips on TP1. And it is toggling at RTP2 at 195 pips. And the way this candle is looking, we should get our TP3. And TP3, 338 pips. Now, as price nears this 618, price does reverse. So I normally don't do full TP right at the 618. I normally do it about 15 pips away. So I'm going to bring it down to this blue zone, which is a daily zone where price started. So that'll change it to 317 pips for TP3. GJ, let me delete this. Alright. GJ is toggling at TP1 for 171 pips. Look at it pushing up. Then TP2 at 338 pips. And TP3, 551 pips. I don't see a zone besides right in this area for my TP2 where price could possibly reverse. If it breaks TP2, I do believe we can see a full 618 of the fib hit. What we got? How many? 551 pips. Okay, give me that back. Alrighty. And if you want to know how I got this trade, I did this on a Sunday markup. But we can go over it just a second. Let me see what US30's doing. Looks like we might get that retest. Yes, 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 yes. All right. What do we have? 2 minutes till this candle closes. look at that. I'm debating, like, do I want to get in now? Or do I want to see if it's fully going to retest? There's so much down pressure. Price could come all the way back up here. Like, I don't like drawdown. But let me see. This hourly candle is almost over. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. I'm debating. And like with US 30, that could have very well been my retest. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for this hour candle to close. Give me 1 second. Okay. We got 10 more minutes. Let's see. What's GU doing? Coming back up. Yes, 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 yes. This is that hourly candle too. Even though we already got 1, 2, 3 touches of this, it could come all the way back up here and touch this trend line. I'm gonna remove this, but ultimately, yes, yes, yes. Waiting for this retest. I'm gonna buy the dollar and sell GU. What is EU doing? Perfectly. Going to remove this fib. Got that same channel as GU have, and price broke out of it. Looking for it to retest this area, this trend line, and fall. Yep. So patiently waiting. Let's see what we got on AU. Okay, AU's trend line. Let's fix fix that. There we go. It's still inside this channel. AU has not broken out yet, but AU completed its fib beautifully on the 4 hour. So when we get to the 618, normally we are looking for reversal, and that would align with my daily fib buying back up, because the dollar would buy and the Aussie dollar would sell. So we're just waiting on confirmation. A nice break and retest of this zone would be a good area to sell AU. Don't want to jump into it, but we know it's going to sell. Just wait for confirmation. AU and NU moves 10 times slower than GU and EU. This looks like a double bottom. Let's see. Did I mark this up on Sunday? See how I tested this trend line again? It bought some, but ultimately it's consolidating. Now, it may look like we're getting a break, but I like to wait for a retest of the consolidation zone, especially on UCAD. You see we got a couple of them. But ultimately, I want to see, because price did finish its fib move. I can move that over some. Came down to the 618 perfectly. Took a while, but it finished it. So ultimately, I do want to see price reverse and buy, which will align with the daily fib on the dollar. Come on down and retest. Come on. What is this? UJ. UJ has already taken off. It did not complete this fib, so that means that fib was not correct. It did not retest, but we did get a zone here. We got 3 more minutes to that US 30 candle closes, the 1 hour. So we did get a zone here, and we got a double bottom, and we got a buy. I want to see price pull back and retest either this zone or this zone so that we can get into this buy. Yeah, it didn't come down to the 618 and complete this move. But I do want to see, has to buy if the dollar is buying. Let's see, AU we did, UCAD, and U. There's NU's channel that I didn't have marked up. Do it. So look for price to break and retest and sell on NU. Now NU has been one that has been a little difficult for me to draw a fib on, because these are such small moves. But this is the pullback right here. So this was A, this was B. We got this pullback C. It pulled back to right in between the 50 and the 682. Touched this trend line for a second time, and it completed its fib. It pulled back a little bit at the 618, and then we could put another fib right here at our C for the last fib, which now becomes a point A. Now my thing is, do I put here or here? That's what gets a little confusing to me on NU with the fibs. So I'm still working on the fib with NU. But I know I'm waiting for a breakout of this trend line so we can sell NU. All right, it's 10 o'clock. US 30, look at that pullback. It pulled back into the trend line. There we go. And I'm gonna sell it right here. Market execute. My entry is 32865. My stop loss is going to be above this last high, which is just 199 points, pips, whatever you want to say. And now, ultimately, I am holding. I normally just go for 200 points. Like for price, see price come back here before I see it come lower to test this trend line. This strong trend line. And then somewhat give us a double bottom to complete the daily fib. So ultimately, sell on US 30, sell on GU, AU, EU, NU, Buy on UCAD USD CHF. Just gotta wait for the entries because we missed the first entry. Gold, look at gold. Now, gold is an entity of its own. I don't do gold as like I do with GU, where it's a base and quote pair. Because sometimes I feel like gold is doing the same thing as the dollar. So I just let gold do what it do, and I mark it up. And I kind of treat gold like a US 30 because 10 pips is $100 on gold with a dollar lot size. But 10 pips on a regular currency pair with a dollar is $10. So I treat gold very tenderly. This is looking like some kind of consolidation. There is a zone here. There's a zone there. But I'm actually going to delete this. And I'm actually going to remark up gold because I didn't do this one on Sunday. So here we go. Top down analysis on gold. Come up to the monthly. We got two highs right here. High of July 2020. And it came back up and retested March 2022. Very, very well respected area. Alrighty. And I will mark these two lows right here of March 2021, September 2021. This is our monthly zone. Let's go down to the weekly. Now that we have this range right here, what do we have for the weekly? Mark here. Got a low here on September 2021 and December 2021. Let's see. I can bring it up to the body of this candle. Which price just about retested, but not quite to the T. And I'm going to bring a zone right here, November 2021. Looks like the area that price is playing around on right there. Those are going to be the only two zones for the weekly. I'm going to mark on gold. Nope, I'm going to mark this one too. Okay. Now we go down to the daily. And we see we got a perfect retest right here. I'm going to change this weekly to a daily zone. I'm gonna mark this area right here. It played around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like almost 16 days. Very, very relevant area. And then price broke and came and retested it again. Broke, retested. Our next zone is somewhere between these wicks. I'm gonna mark here. Try to get the bottom of this wick. Now, even though price closed up here, so I'm actually going to bring it into where price closed above the wicks. Just to be safer. Because all of these candles closed above. They all wicked below, and this one couldn't even close below. Now, do I have a daily trend line? Somewhat, yeah. Got 2 touches. I thought I had more than 2. And can I put a fib in this? Got point A, point B. Came back to, yeah, 618, and it fell. And it looks like this fib it finished, hit the 618 area and turned around. But gold is still falling. Is there... I'm gonna go further down. Let's see. I'm gonna delete this daily fib. And go down to the 4-hour. I would definitely want to see price break this area and retest it before going lower. We had this nice little channel that price was in for a little while, and it definitely broke out and retested the channel. So if I was paying attention, I would have got in here and would have been out of this trade already. Good 219 pips. That's a lot on gold. It's definitely looking like consolidation. So ultimately, what trend are we in? Ultimately, it's in a downtrend. But price broke structure. Price didn't even break structure fully. This will be our last structure point because we have our high here, our lower low here, our higher low, equal high, lower low, higher low, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher low. This cannot call this a lower low because it didn't come lower than this point, but it did at this point right here. So we got a lower low here, then we got a higher low, and then this was our last lower low. So the higher low is our structure point right here. And price did not break structure, it's playing around on structure. So technically it is still in a downtrend. And price can come in and fill all of this imbalance over here where price shot up and it never traded back in. To see this finish selling, I would like a break and retest of this area, and then I would sell it down to here. For a nice 320 points. Stop loss 213, not points, pips. This is gold, but that's a nice 1-to-1. Not quite a 1-to-2. So that's what I'm waiting on for gold. US 30 is definitely playing around. It has come back in this parallel channel. Price could come all the way back up here and fill. It could come back up here. What does the hourly candle look like? So I am currently in drawdown. 6 pips of drawdown. But now I'm not so much liking this sale. And I don't think it's ready. If I get stopped out, I just get stopped out. This would be a $199 loss trade. But we shall make up for it on GU. GJ is pushing on up. To TP2. It's hit my TP1. These some beautiful candlesticks. EJ is 2, moving on up. Okay, it's playing around. It hit TP2. Still looking for an entry on GU to sell it. Let's see. GU's pushing back up, which is what we ultimately want to see, is this pullback into this area to continue down. I missed my entry on the dollar, but I'm gonna get an entry. But right now, looks like everything is already moving. Only thing I'm in is EJ, GJ buys, and I did get in that US 30 sale, and it's negative 6 pips right now. I will post that on my Instagram and TikTok. Follow me at Sierra, SIERRA underscore trades, TRADES underscore to keep up with my trades. Let me know if you got into any trades or what you're looking at. Happy trading.